Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another session with Mr. Smith. Hopefully, a thought-provoking session. I have a bunch of little pictures, about 8 different pictures here. We're going to go through them, and some of them are just for fun. But look at this little clip on the screen here. It says, Russia deals with Dovik deaths, low vaccine rates. Notice how they put the Russia and the Dovik deaths, and I'm saying it backwards, or I'm saying it differently so the algorithm doesn't find me, if you know what I mean. But notice how they put Russia and the Dovik deaths in red or orange to accent it, right? That's a trick they use so that it imprints in you. Right, and in your subconscious, you're always thinking you're associating Russia with Dovik deaths. Probably because they just want to make you think it's a problem all around the world. People are just dying. Anyway, they just want you to think of death, destruction, be scared, be scared, be scared. So I just thought I'd point that out, right? When you're looking at, especially for you young folks, when you're looking at news articles, whatever, information, media, anything, look at the color scheme. See what they're trying to really push into you, right? An imprint in your brain. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Look at this one. It says, Wall Street numbers plunge as new Dovik variant surges. First of all, Wall Street and the stock market has nothing to do with the real economy, if you haven't figured that out by now. The real economy is collapsing. So if Wall Street is rising, doesn't mean that the economy still isn't collapsing. It's fake. Oh yeah, you can make money in the stock market and everything like that if you get in, get out at the right time, if you're willing to play that game. But it has nothing to do with the real economy. So the real economy, just look around you and you can see it's not good. But the thing here I wanted you guys to notice is look at the picture of the guy standing there looking at, I guess, the stock market. But look what he has on his sleeve, 3,333. Wow. Right? Of all the pictures they could take, you think it's just coincidence that they took a picture of a guy staring up there and on his shoulder it says 3,333, right? 33 for masonry, right? You think they're sending code to somebody? There's a guy named Bill Giesick. I think that's his name, right? He used to have a YouTube channel 10 years ago called Occult Science 101. And I learned a lot about the numbers they throw up. If he's still around, you might want to look him up. He was really good. However, so that's a number code, right? It's letting people in the know, probably in the Masonic world, that there's something in this I can't even think of it. Something in this news article that they should be looking at, right? I don't think it's this guy's softball uniform number. Coming up to bat, number 3,333, Joe Schmucklehead. I don't think so. I don't think it's coincidence that they're showing 3,333. Just coincidentally. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Here's a good one. It's under health. That's the category it's under, but it says Vermont is a Jim Jones juice star. Remember, I'm using code here. So they ask, why are cases still rising there? And what does it mean for investors? So why in a health article do you care about what it means for investors? Well, I'll tell you. If the Jim Jones juice isn't working and people are still getting sick, then that means they got to take more Jim Jones juice. And if they take more Jim Jones juice, that means the companies that make the Jim Jones juice are going to keep doing well in the stock market. So investors, hey, go for the Jim Jones juice makers. This one's interesting. Authorities say student killed 3, wounded 6. 3 6s, 666. That was the thing about Bill Giesick and his Occult Science 101 YouTube channel. He would do, literally almost every day he would put up and he would just take, news feeds from around the world, and he would show you that numbers like 3 and 6 and 3 and 3 and would pop up all the time. And it couldn't be coincidence, right? Couldn't be coincidence. And at first, this was like 10 years ago, I didn't really believe it. I thought, well, this guy might be onto something, but, it could, it seems a little too far-fetched. And that was the way I thought at that time, but not anymore. You see it all the time. 3333, 36. Right, these numbers have significance in things like the Masonic world. They're sending code. This could have been I don't remember where this article came from, but just the coincidence that he killed 3 and wounded 6. Yeah, it could be a coincidence, but I doubt it. It could be that he really killed 3 and wounded 6, and it was some sort of ritualistic killing, and they're sending out to the people in the know that ritualistic killing has been accomplished. Or it could be a fake story where they're just telling people in the know that know this numerology stuff to pay attention to the article because there's something in there. But if you start looking at news feeds and news articles and stuff, you'll start noticing, these numbers keep popping up, right? I think it was Tesla that said, he who controls the 369 controls the universe. So, you might want to look into that if you're into that. I'm not that into the numerology of things, but I just thought this was interesting. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's have some fun with this. Here's a picture of the Chinese army marching along. And, you see the first guy in the first row on the left. He's like, yeah, gosh, where's my chicken chow mein? I'm hungry. And then you got these two guys here. They're both looking the same way. And they're like, yeah, man. Hey, look at that chick over there. He's like, yeah. And then look at the fourth guy in. He's like, he's going to be the guy that pulls the pin on the hand grenade and doesn't let go. Wow, he even kind of looks like a mannequin. But anyway, all right, I just thought I'd have some fun with that. I thought that was kind of a cool pick. All right, let's go on to the next one. Look at this pic. This is an ancient Egyptian, I guess they call them pictographs or drawings, and it shows a dude sticking a swab up, I guess, I don't know, dude or a chick, a person, going all the way up in there. So no new thing under the sun. It says it in the book of Ecclesiastes. In the Bible, there's no new thing under the sun. That which hath been done will be done. Fascinating. You know those swabs, and it shows you in the picture on the right, the swabs, they stick it and they break the mucus barrier up there, and things can get into your brain. I don't recommend letting them do that to you as a DVOC test. All right, DVOC spelled backwards is the, you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't let them do that to you. There is evidence that there's unhealthy things on those swabs, and we'll just leave it at that. But isn't that interesting? Fascinating. All right, let's go to the next thing. This one is classic. Busted! I don't know who found this. I don't even remember where I got it, but take a look at that. There's a mannequin there, and they didn't even put the arm on him. They really, really think we're stupid. Woo! All right, one more. Actually, I'll give you about 10 seconds to really look at the picture if you haven't seen this already. Shout out to Golden Dragon, Chinese restaurant. They are telling it like it is. I thought this was a classic one too. I don't really need to comment on that. You can read it. It's classic. Anyway, I just thought I'd go through these, kind of have some fun. Hopefully, some of you guys are a little bit more unplugged and a little bit more aware of what's going on. And I hope you have a blessed week, day until we meet again. And so take care. Mr. Smith is out.